military installations are no longer functioning.
All right, welcome back. So this is after we've returned from. Christ, where were we last time?
Rosemont,
right.
North Carolina. North Carolina.
Yeah.
Even Carter is irritated with the fact that we can't remember.
Easier ways to get up smoking, I'm told.
Agent Weaver.
I came here to ask for your help.
I think he's just upset that he's not wearing the cool suit anymore.
Took my clothes off, gave me different clothing. I don't like it.
Well, you're the only one I can trust with this. Just go to Ops and access the map.
Ah, yes.
Choice.
Not really.
Glad to help out.
I guess it kind of makes sense from like a practical standpoint. Like they don't have a laundromat in the base, I presume. So.
Well, I guess. Yeah. Actually, remember that you said that. We'll come back to that later.
Okay.
But yes, I'm very sure that. Look, I'll send the next available agent. That's all I can offer.
We'll come back to the no laundromat suit at some point, I'm sure.
I could really use your help. Have a moment?
Chilsky.
But yeah, Chilsky's a good character.
I like her.
She was added way late in production. She didn't even exist before the last couple months of the game, actually.
They want me to schedule a senior agent for advanced tactical.
But they put her in, and she did a really good job.
Yeah, but I don't want them assuming I'm the one to call for your social calendar.
She actually started out life as a face that one of our artists made. We didn't hire a guy. We had him on loan from another studio, and he was modeling faces, and he did a female face, and we were like, that looks way too good to just be some random civilian face that we're going to throw on a corpse. We would actually like to have that somewhere where the player is going to see it a lot.
Oh.
And so, Chilsky was born.
That's all for now.
Thank you, sir. And keep up the good work. There are a lot of people out there.
It's probably worth noting that it's her. Obviously, her role was originally intended for a male character because God only knows how a female officer got that many ribbons in this time period. But fortunately, no one brought that up, which was nice.
Looks like you got enough time out there,
Oh, crud.
Anything I can do
Oh, crud. This guy.
This is the first time that we've met Crut, but I guess Carter knows him.
At this point, I could use a stick.
It's never really explained how or why Carter knows anybody in this space.
Well, they mention at some point that this is actually like a month or two after Rosemont.
Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, timeline.
To the player, it's been 10 minutes, but...
Timeline in this game is not something that we started paying too much attention to until late.
Damn. Just my luck, I'll be sent on another mission before that.
I'll save a drink for when you get back.
Yeah, the timeline stuff came up later, but at that point people were too busy trying to just stitch the game back together from all the rewrites.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of fell by the wayside, I think.
They're doing that with those.
And, yeah.
And those things can grow, too. We've got reports of towers 10, 20 stories.
Yeah, this conversation doesn't really make much sense unless it's been about a month, because how the hell does Crut know about towers?
Right.
What do we know about the sleepwalkers?
According to the doctors,
yes.
they're in some sort of
Sleepwalkers.
except they're walking around. And they've got no
Sleepwalkers
idea
were
what's
introduced
going on.
slightly later in the story. Originally, we didn't really have sleepwalkers. We just had,
Trader doing.
He was screaming,
well,
"Bloody murder."
infiltrators.
But then the doctors
Lots
put
of them,
something
not
out
just
there.
this one guy.
Calm as a pussycat.
So, infiltrators were aliens disguised as humans, eh?
Right. They're using
Okay.
a clone field or a clone field or whatever, you know, like in Syndicate, not the new one, the old one.
Right.
If anybody remembers that. Yeah, but the idea was they were sleeper agents hiding in the human population, posing as humans, and then they would pop their clone fields off and, you know, go commit murder and mayhem. And they were supposed to be all sort of the Dirty Tricks Battalion. They were thinner and slighter
Same speech you did.
than the regular outsiders.
Where did you come from? Is it one of ours?
Yeah.
This one.
I try and catch as many of the ambient conversations as I can.
We recorded a shitload of these, and I love these ambient conversations so
Yeah.
much. They're one of the best things about the base. Oh, look, it's Angela's office.
Nothing in here at the moment.
Artemis is in there. Artemis, her rifle, which elicits some funny conversations with her if you try to take it at some point.
Oh, really?
Yes, there are several points. There's a point later where you can try and pick it up, and it's funny if you try.
Oh shit, well, I'll get on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's literally nowhere else I can go at the moment, so...
Yes, the base isn't completely open to you yet. You're going to have to talk to a bunch of people before you do that. But back to Carter's clothing. Oh, well, no, back to Angela first, actually. Because she's got some stuff to talk. Angela's look over the course of the game changed dramatically multiple times, as did her disposition towards Carter, her personality, and her role in the story.
But I went out there and did my job like anyone else would. How about you?
I think we ended with a pretty good version of her.
Yeah, I like her character. She's pretty well balanced.
Yes, I think she's honestly one of the most sympathetic people we meet in the entire game.
Can I help?
Just because she's one of the few people that you actually get a chance to be nice to as Carter.
It's still a delicate investigation.
You don't really get many opportunities to not be a dick as Carter, given the circumstances, and Angela is one of the few people in the game you can actually help, which makes her a lot more sympathetic than a lot of the other people.
Somebody's got to be leading this invasion, right?
You mean Axis? Yes and no.
Axis?
So let's just keep that between you and me.
Who's that?
That's a friendly name.
That's cryptic.
As Carter says,
And I've
awfully
been tracking
cryptic.
this case for too long to risk losing it now.
You can tell a lot of this conversation was written with the implication that more infiltrators could be hiding in the base.
There's a lot of little notes and stuff that also indicate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We had one infiltrator.
originally, the person that attacked you in the very, very beginning of the first mission was an infiltrator, and not a sleepwalker. And that explains a lot of things.
It really does.
Yeah. It's probably better if you just pretend that was an infiltrator and not a sleepwalker, because given what we will learn about the sleepwalkers eventually, it doesn't make much sense.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Although, there are some inklings much, much later in the DLC of a sort of coming to terms or sort of a retconning of that.
I want to see that. Anyway, so we have to do a mission before anything else will pop up. We have two choices here. We've got, well, first is the radio broadcasts.
Novato?
If you want to read them, you can just pause here.
That's where I work!
Florida. Fuck Florida.
Who cares about Florida, yeah.
Cuba.
So yeah, if you read these news reports, it rams home the fact that
most people
the
don't know
outsiders
what's
have
going
hit
on.
everybody.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the outsiders have also... It's interesting. Yeah, exactly. Most people don't know what's going on, but everyone's been hit.
Yeah, so here's Operation Grifter. We have a choice between Grifter or Guardian, and I go with Guardian first, because there's something that I want here.
Yes. Okay, so time to talk about side missions, which is what we called these in development. These are side missions. These are not story missions. The decision to force the player on the first side mission was not made lightly, but it was made for the explicit purpose of showing the player, hey, if you go on these missions, you will get cool stuff.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you?
The pre-order DLC for this game was a unique side mission along with a unique piece of equipment that comes with that side mission.
The light plasma pistol.
Which I see you don't have.
Yes.
I don't think you have that, do you? Okay,
No,
so
I don't.
I guess I'll have to show that off at some point.
So let me get this
Ah,
straight.
yes.
A nuclear launch code was issued to a secret facility located here.
But the
Barnes
never
lays it
launched. Thankfully.
And we're here to find out what went wrong.
Or what went right.
Nothing's what it seems anymore.
Barnes comments on the ever-changing and fluid nature of intelligence on the battlefield in an invasion situation.
Yeah. Anyway, you also might notice I swapped out our recon, Lewis, for our engineer, Geppinger.
Yes.
Contact, they haven't made us yet.
Oh god, that line was delivered really badly.
A little bit early.
Torn apart. Jesus.
No, it's not early. If you had popped... Yep, like I was about to say, if you would pop TAC mode, you'd see them.
I know
So
I can
this
get
mission-
on there, but...
You can. I don't know if your agents can.
They can. I don't know why I was being weird there.
Yeah. So welcome to the mission known as Silo in development. This mission didn't actually change a huge amount through development. It was always, the idea was, we were going to use the farm/rural asset set that we had from a lot of previous iterations of the game, and we were going to do something involving a kick-ass nuclear missile, because nuclear missiles own.
They do.
And someone at some point decided that it would have to be a secret nuclear silo.
I like that decision. I like the hidden silo on the farm.
I do like the gimmick of this level. It's fun. It's fun. When I first saw it, I was pleased with it. I went, "Oh, that's cool. I like this."
More drones.
More drones. Drones will be with us for the rest of the game, and they will anger you for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I know you told me not to target them with my dudes, but I just want them dead quickly, so...
Yeah. Well, some agents will do fine. Recons will do okay. Yeah, some of the lines Carter has for heal are pretty funny. Walk it off? I've been shot, sir. How do I walk it off?
Oh, I'll make you glow blue. Welcome to Earth again.
There we go.
Back at base, radioed in with a quick nuclear missiles 101 lesson. They see that launching a nuke is a 3-step process. Provide fuel, release fail-safe clamps, and specify target. It's all computer controlled. If any step fails, the launch is aborted.
Fuel, release clamps, target. Got it. Any intel on the location?
And up here, there is...
the
laser pistol.
The laser pistol.
I pick it up so it can get added to the inventory, and then I put it right back down because I don't like it very much.
I like the laser pistol a lot, actually. The laser pistol is one of the first of our new Outsider aesthetic weapons. The laser shotgun was adapted from the old Outsider aesthetic. The laser pistol was one of the first weapons that was created for the new aesthetic.
Okay.
A secret clown?
Your tax dollars at work.
Carter with some, timely commentary there.
And
a schematic. What did we get?
Medical pack. Useful if you're terrible at the game.
Yeah. It's worthless for the player. It's useful for your agents, especially commandos.
Actually, yeah, at this point of the game, it's probably more useful for them than the headshot pack that they've got.
It is. It is, actually.
That's Washington, D.C.
Then we better find that launch computer fast. This thing is ready to go.
Look, it's blobs! All right.
They're kind of cute.
Blobs hold a special place in my heart. They are the only enemy that survived from the 2010 trailer all the way up until the release of this game.
I like them. Even if they don't make a whole hell of a lot of sense, I like them.
They make almost no sense, but we actually did have a good justification and in-world background for them that I can't explain yet.
Alright.
No.
Well, whenever we get there.
This here and now.
This combat encounter right here was actually one of the ones we... God damn it, that bug is back.
Which one? I didn't even notice.
The one where the range indicator shows up in the sky.
Oh, I saw that.
I never fixed that one. You have no idea how long I tried to figure out what the hell was causing that, but that...
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never even noticed it when I was playing.
Still don't know what the hell caused that. Yeah, it's unclear why that would happen. This combat encounter was one of the first ones we prototyped during one of our big combat revamp sections during the many reboots the game had. And this survived intact from the prototyping stage to putting it into the level. This map actually originally started as just this combat area.
Oh.
And was then extended at both ends to become a full side mission. There's
anyway,
that,
I've leveled up here. You get a choice between more grenades or heal more often, and why would you not choose heal more often?
Well, because maybe you don't take much damage.
Okay, I'm not that good at this game. I'm okay, but...
They're both valid choices. But, heal more often is going to help you more. Heal more often is going to help you more if you don't like to micromanage your agents. Oh look! Another Muton! But this one's different.
Oh yeah, this Muton is more interesting. He's got some armor on him.
Yeah, he's got a BattleTech schematic next to his name tag. Well, meet the regular Muton that you'll be seeing for the rest of the game. These guys are, well, calling them armored Mutons is silly because they're just regular Mutons. They've got a blade of armor on them that you have to tear off before you can actually start doing health damage to them. And we will see later that there are weapons that specialize in blowing off armor, as well as weapons that specialize in doing health damage.
I'm sorry, I was about to say, I really like the way that they handled the armor in this game, where it's not just a separate bar, but it's just it's a visual aesthetic that you have to literally blow off of the enemy.
Yeah, our effects artist spent a long time on the VFX for the armor, making sure that it was clear from a distance what was about to go, what wasn't about to go, what was dead, what wasn't dead.
Yeah, I just shot off one of his arms there. I mean, it just looks cool the way they did it.
Yeah, these guys originally had a very, very different head. They had this weird, like, four-eyed pyramid head thing. And then Enemy Unknown came out, and, well, it didn't come out. We were exposed to Enemy Unknown, and we went, oh, that's a Muton head. I like that. And Muton Punch.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time Carter's been downed, actually.
I think I was once before. I always think how funny it is that you're invulnerable. You just took like 6 shotguns to the face.
You're not invulnerable when you're
and
downed.
Here, there's a grenade right here, and... Okay, maybe you're not invulnerable while you're rezzing, but you're damn near invulnerable.
There is one particular enemy in this game that, if you are downed, can insta-kill you.
I'm not sure
We will see him later.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever seen that, so you'll have to point it out to me.
I will record some footage of it if, when we get to him, it doesn't happen to you, but I expect that it will happen to you at some point. It is a rude shock when it occurs, but it is also quite funny.
Alright.
Yay, we got to see a head pop! I lobbied the FX artists for months to get that head pop in the game.
And finished with a punch.
And one of my principal points of reference for that was I showed them a video of Blacklight Retribution. I said, look at how good these heads go bang. Our heads need to go bang that good too.
And,
yes! Punch the drop pod!
Working on the pod.
Yeah.
But it doesn't explode. Usually they do. Usually they explode, but yeah.
Yeah, this is why I was like, oh, hey, we're not going to play Spot the Bug.
Oh well.
Through here.
Oh.
Another clown.
Oh, it looks like that soldier had a blob accident over there. And so do the rest of these guys, too. Yeesh.
Both human. They shot each other.
One of them still got his launch key. Then we know what the argument was over. Kicker is they were both right.
Yeah, I think that piece of dialogue was written without the knowledge of what that actually was supposed to be, but...
Missile should already be locked down.
There's a letter here, I'll post it in the thread.
Must have bypassed the control somehow.
And this nuke is getting launched whether we like it or not. We've got to get to the targeting computer.
Oh, here we go.
Hey! And here's another one of our examples of terraforming. Oh,
and this
weapon, though.
This is why I went on this mission first. I wanted
Yes.
the fucking laser SMG.
I still object to naming it the laser SMG because it's not an SMG; it's a rifle. It's a carbine. Let's put it that way. It's not a submachine gun. The name is a little misleading.
It's a fast shooty laser
no,
gun.
Laser. A green laser.
Yeah, up on top of the bunker over there's 2 little dudes who fire rockets at you, and they're extremely annoying, but they've got no health. So,
rocket snipers. These were a great idea. You have no idea how many times their placement there in this level came out as a bug. It's not a bug. They're supposed to be on top of the bunkers, apparently.
Oh.
I was only told this about 20 times. I still can't understand why. Okay, now we have another interesting choice. Cloak versus diversion.
I always go with diversion.
A projection duplicate of the recon agent.
There are equal pros and cons for each ability.
Well, my justification for it is if your recon cloaks, then there's 2 viable targets for the enemy to shoot at. So you've increased the damage that you're going to take by about 30%. But if you use a diversion, now there's 4 targets on the battlefield, so it'll draw more fire away from you and increase your survivability.
If the AI actually worked like that, yeah, it'd be cool. But no, your reasoning is at least partially sound. Diversion does create another target for enemies to shoot at, but more importantly, it creates another threat that they will move to evade. So if you move your diversion into a flanking position on their cover, they will vacate their cover because they believe they are flanked, because the diversion appears as a regular enemy to them.
Yeah, which is cool.
And we got an outsider elite doing ballet over there.
Oh, I love it. Geppinger, you can get him.
Engage dramatic music! Someone fell on their knees!
Alright, just 2 left.
Oh, everything's fine again. Okay.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of the God rays on the laser, as well as the beam effects for the laser.
Yeah, that is a good head pop.
Yeah.
The shotgun feels like a god when you flank someone with it.
It is.
Otherwise, it can be frustrating because I think the way it works is like the pellets are actually the things that damage it, and if they don't hit, they don't hit.
Yeah. We had issues with the shotgun. We had issues with the shotgun because of the way, actually, Unreal handles shotguns. A shotgun fires traces that just go in a line until they hit something or hit their range limit. Believe it or not, firing 8 or 9 traces on the same frame when your player pulls the trigger is actually a really, really nasty, nasty thing in terms of performance. So we had to spread the traces out over a couple frames, and we had to drop the number of them, which does make it harder than it should be to hit things with the shotgun.
When approached.
And here our engineer finally got his mine ability, which we've saw in the prologue.
So mines. Mines are, they're mines, but they're basically grenades. Because you can just drop them right on dudes.
Just treat them like grenades. They're the reason that engineers are worth taking in the first place.
Yeah, mines are so good. They're so good because enemies don't move to evade them. They don't even register them. So that was deliberate because if the enemies tried to actually, register mines and evade them, it would really complicate pathfinding, and it would just be a never-ending slew of bugs.
Oh, and the Sectopod is apparently snuck up on us here.
Yeah, he comes down without much fanfare. So you killed the first one without actually touching its armor at all. This one is a little harder. This guy is not so easily flanked as the first Sectopod.
This is true.
And I believe he's actually might actually be firing plasma as opposed to lasers.
I don't think so. I think he's the same.
Oh no, he is. You're right. He is firing lasers. Sorry, we don't get plasma Sectopods until later.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't have my commando now, so I can't taunt him, but I'm not threatening him, so he's not shooting at me yet. So, hi. How you doing? Let me just, almost.
Ooh. That's not... Oh dear.
Oh shit. It's okay.
If you are good, you can bait the slam repeatedly and just
basically stun lock him.
Yeah, you could play DDR with the Sectopods and just repeatedly bait the slam and run around them that way. It's very dangerous though. If they tag you with it even once, it's probably going to kill you.
More drones. You'd think the encounter was over. That must have been the hardest part of it, and then drones. Not even hard, just annoying.
Yeah, there was this was never anything official, but if you wanted to make an encounter harder in this game, the easiest way to do it was to add a few drones.
Yeah, seriously.
Just because they heal stuff. They heal stuff and they're hard to hit.
And so they become priority targets like right away.
Yeah, they're force multipliers is what they are, and it's really icky.
There's one of the final battles at the end of the game where there's 4 drones at once. In addition to a lot of other dangerous shit that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, these fights are not very chaotic yet. They get super, super, super chaotic towards the end of the game.
They do.
Because of all the stuff that's getting thrown at you.
Attack!
So, these drop pods, along with every other drop pod, I don't know if I sort of alluded to this in the previous video.
You can take them out prematurely, right?
Yeah. If you take them out early, the enemies won't just come in through some other means. They just won't spawn. You get less XP, but sometimes if you're a little low on resources at the end of a fight, it can be very useful to just double sticky a drop pod and get rid of all the enemies.
Double sticky? Is that 2 mines?
If you just hit them with 2 sticky grenades in a row.
We don't get those for a while.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we don't pick up sticky grenades yet. Okay, there are sticky grenades in this game.
You ruined it.
I spoiled it.
I was saving that information.
Yeah. Unlike every other game of the past 10 years where there are no sticky... Oh, wait. Sticky grenades are a staple. In fact, the Outsiders throw them. That's one right there, right next to Carter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but whenever they throw a grenade, it'll stick onto the walls or whatever. They never bounce.
Yeah, their grenades do not bounce, which significantly it makes the physics calculations very easy.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Really, it helps with enemy grenade throwing performance. Also, the enemies don't have to, guess where the grenade is going to bounce. They can just throw it and be done with it.
Yeah, and I think that was the last combat encounter of this particular level.
Yep. The side missions are short. They're intended to be sort of bite-sized, lunch break-ish missions.
I like them a lot.
Where, yeah. Oh, this thing. When we looked at the new Outsider aesthetic, I believe this little door switch was one of the first things that got prototyped by our concept artists.
Huh. Looks nice.
System is so simple, a child could retarget a nuke.
If this was actually true, what Barnes is saying, our nation would be in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah.
11 degrees, 35 minutes north, and 165 degrees, 23 minutes east.
Barnes playing telephone with base for us.
Is that a real location?
11 degrees, 35 minutes north.
I think we can leave that to the thread to figure it out.
Barnes, what the hell did I just nuke?
Bikini Atoll. Nuclear test site.
Good work, Barnes. Let's head home.
There was a bug I entered in this level at one point where the missile didn't quite go up far enough before disappearing. So just sort of hung there in the air.
Next episode, we're going back to the base for an extended tour, so I'll see you guys then.